And with that, the 2025 season comes to an end. Good night.
That's how the podcast is going to... Wait, can you guys still hear me? Can you
Yeah.
guys hear me?
Actually, I can hear you better now. What was that
Okay.
static?
What?
What was that static?
I don't know.
You lagged out.
Oh, I
Wait,
just heard a bunch of
No, I think oh fuck. I think I did. Hey everyone, welcome back to Queening Out. It's one of the great shows, one of the great podcasts on television. I am your host, Sean. Welcome. This is the home of the 2026 National League Wildcard number 2 champion, New York Mets.
Wait, hold on.
What?
How come you're the host and it's called Queening Out?
Oh,
I'm the queen.
Slay. Slay, that's so true. That's so true.
Remember you said the C word is okay now? It's like a good thing?
Yes. That's a really good point. That's a really good point.
I'm not going to say it because...
Yeah. Maybe you had to be safe.
Dodgers, the Dodgers 8 down and won Game 7 of the World Series.
They left no crumbs. They left no crumbs.
They left no crumbs.
It looked like they might leave some crumbs in the...
I was going to say, yeah. It was a little...
They ended up leaving no crumbs.
It was a little dicey on the crumbs.
Yeah.
Wait, is it my audio that's weird, or is it... No.
Well, everything was off for a second on my screen, but now it's fine.
Is it mine?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Wait, Kim, try talking.
Hello.
Just try doing like Kim. All right, I'll tee you up. I'll tee you up. Then you start talking. Okay.
Okay.
So Kim, welcome to Queening Out with Kim. Kim, what were your thoughts about Game 7?
These are my thoughts. That might have been the best baseball game I've ever seen in my life.
That's what I said. That's what I said before we started.
Like,
you've had a longer life than me, so.
Correct. Like, I mean, that rivaled Game 6 of the '86 World Series.
That's what Sean said, and I think that's from...
I mean, I personally witnessed Game 6 of the
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah.
And
I obviously didn't see Game 6 of the 1986 World Series, but I think start to finish, this might have been like one of, if not the best baseball game ever. It's just like every pitch, it felt like was, I don't know, it just, you were on, it was like life or death every single pitch, because even Blue Jays take a 3-0 lead, but the Dodgers responded right away. They hit the leadoff double, they put runners on the corners, no outs, and all of a sudden tying runs at the plate again. And and even when the Blue Jays went up 3-0, you didn't ever think like, okay, the Dodgers are out of this. Then like the Dodgers were never going to be.
No, exactly. And like literally, I was in like lots of group chats during that.
Yeah.
And literally everyone was saying, I am so nervous right now, and my team's not even in this game.
Yes, exactly.
Like, which is weird, right? Like we all said it. Like if the Mets or Red Sox were in that game, we would have pooped our pants. Like,
no, I'm serious. Like I'm not exaggerating. You guys didn't introduce me on Queening Out, by the way.
Oh, sorry.
I'm Dave.
Hey, Queen.
Introduce David.
Here we call him Diva Dave around here.
You have been referenced on Queening Out several times, by the way.
Was I?
Like before this.
You cut out for a second.
Has he?
Okay.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah. Because I said, remember I said, when I was talking about the stupid Yankees thing, like, playoff hype video, I was like, David and I were discussing. And then I said, David, I referenced David a few times.
Yes. Anyway, for those of you who don't know, Diva Dave is a Red Sox fan. But I was saying, if that was the Red Sox or the Mets, again, I root for the Mets. But if that was the Red Sox and they lost the game in the fashion that the Blue Jays did, like, I would not sleep for a week. I don't think.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I genuinely, like, for sure, like the next 2 days, I would not get a minute of sleep.
Speaking of, can I just reference the fact that it's 1:29 in the morning and I'm still drinking, by the way, because that game stressed me out that much. And but seriously, I'm rallying right now because I'm very tired and old.
We appreciate it. Well, but the good news is you get an extra hour of sleep.
That's true. Oh wait, can we be on the air when it's 2 o'clock?
Spending your extra hour, that's a slay in and of itself.
hold
It's
on.
a slight.
Wait, can we be
You're
on the
down with
air
that.
when it's 2 and it stays when it goes to
Does it go back to 1 or does it go back to 2? I don't know how it
Oh
works.
yeah, that's true. What does it do?
I've clocked it, literally.
You clocked that.
No,
Clock
well,
is
wait, what
stayed.
happens?
No
Yeah.
idea what you're saying.
Anyway. All
Go
right.
ahead.
So do we all agree that that was the best baseball game ever?
No. No.
What do you mean no?
What do you mean? No, I'm not saying you're insane that it's the best. All right, Yamamoto number 4. No, but it was a great game, great ball game. Well, Kim, before we get to is it the best baseball game ever? I would like to know who's the queen of the series.
Well, I mean, Yamamoto's the obvious choice, right? Like, but I mean, because he just won MVP.
Mm-hmm. He
But-
served. Sure, yeah.
I mean, what do you want me to pick one on each team?
You can. You're Kim. This is your show.
That's true. I feel like Springer. I don't know. Like I feel like Springer delivered in that series a lot. Like I know he got hurt. I understand that, but like I don't know. He's like a clutch. Like he's one of those players that in a a situation where you're like down and like you want someone up that's going to put. I don't know. Like I feel like he always delivers.
He had a bad at bat in extras though.
He did. He did have a bad at bat.
He had a bad at bat in
Agreed.
extras.
And I had very bad timing in saying that he was
Mike,
clutch.
I going crazy? Didn't when did he hit? He hit in the 10th?
Oh, he hit in the 10th, or second in the 10th,
But
and he got up 3-0 in that at bat.
Yeah.
And then Yamamoto, and then he took 2 pitches, like 2 good pitches to hit, and then he chased the splitter down.
Yeah.
That was bad at bat. But yes, I agree that Springer he felt like he came through in a lot of big moments throughout the postseason. He was also playing hurt the entire postseason.
He looked gimpy. Bichette.
So did Bichette, even though with the home run like Bichette, which again, sorry, Kim can finish Queen of the Series.
No, finish.
I have a point about Bichette. And
Well, I have Queen of the Series, and then we're gonna do Diva of the Day. I have a nomination for Diva of the Day.
I mean, I love me some Mookie, but like Mookie, like
yeah, but he wasn't. Let's be honest, he wasn't really queening out this series.
Let's be honest.
in the last game he was. What did you say?
He wasn't serving that much.
I'm implying that Mookie Betts is a lesbian. I don't know.
What?
He was not really serving this series.
Did you see his quote about what he said about?
That was funny. That was very.
That was very funny.
What did he say?
He like when someone asked him, was like, after he
the
hit
18-inning one.
he got the game-winning hit, right?
No, it was after the 18-inning one.
Oh, right, the 18, and then
Yeah.
they're like, "Oh, so who are you gonna be dreaming about tonight when you go to bed? For
yeah.
tomorrow, like
Yeah.
Shohei or Freddie or And he's like, David, what do you say exactly?
He was like, I'm not. I don't think I'm going to be thinking about another man when I go to sleep.
And
It was
listen,
fun. In the moment, it's fun.
we stand our LGBT queens, but that
No,
was fun.
I'm not saying
That
whatever.
was,
But
yeah.
it was just a funny
Yeah,
moment.
yeah.
That was funny.
Slay.
Anyway,
Does anyone want to hear my nomination for Diva of the Day?
that's
Diva on the screen. Oh, it's Will Smith's kid.
My nomination for Diva of the Day is Andres Jimenez.
oh,
Oh yes, yeah,
I gotta say, look,
what about the fight? The fight?
yeah.
he thinks
He might have been the
he's
Diva.
well, because first he really ate down with the where he tries to throw his hand.
He threw his hand in front of the pitch.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's honestly, he's justified coming up in after he does that. Because we saw the replay and it was ridiculous. He tried to throw his
Oh
hand.
yes, yeah.
He's like, really? Are you serious? You're throwing
Yeah.
at me right now? That was
That was silly.
my favorite
Like,
moment in the series, I think.
Sorry,
Just clear. It's fantastic.
By the way, I'll still take Lindor over him. Just saying.
Yeah, I think so. Well, I mean,
Proud. I was proud in that moment.
but if we're talking about Diva of the Day, it might have to be Miggy Rojas. Miggy Rojas.
yeah, Miggy
Miggy.
Rojas.
Oh
I
my
think Miggy
God.
Ro is the Diva of the Day.
Miggy
Yeah,
Rojas.
that
Um,
was.
Okay, back to and they're showing the play on the screen right now. Back to the point about Bichette. Obviously, he gets pinch ran for, but his pinch runner, what is IKF doing
Wait, when?
He's
on the play? Did you see his secondary lead? He was barely off the bag when the pitch was delivered on the play at the plate.
Really?
He was
really?
barely off
Yeah.
the bat. He was like a couple steps off.
Really?
Yes.
That was
because I was surprised. I was like, how did he have time to get him? It didn't feel like he should have been out on that play.
It felt like stumbling, if he was thinking, like, for a second, I want to say his brain thought second base, but then he's like, fucking dumbass idea. There's nobody there, and then he kind of stumbled, and then I didn't even realize. I didn't even see the second.
When I saw the play, I was like, "There's no shot they get him at the plate here." Like I thought it was taking way too long. I was like, he's gonna be safe." But then I think it was Jake Mintz who posted it on Twitter, but he posted like the overhead cam, and like IKF didn't have any sort of secondary lead.
Wait, was
so
that the play
the
where
World Series because he was out by an inch? He was out by an inch.
That's the ninth inning, Kim. That's
his foot came off and then it went back on.
Yeah,
I mean, convinced that he was safe. And I was like, no, he's out.
I was out by an inch, but if he gets a bigger secondary lead, he is safe in the Blue Jays.
I was convinced that he was out, and Dad's like, "Why are you so convinced?" I'm like, "I saw he's definitely out." And he's
it was
like,
really close.
Not to make it a Mets, but 10 years ago, literally while that was happening, Lucas Duda threw the ball away on the throw.
Stop!
And then you had a bottom of the ninth.
Yeah, when I went upstairs with the laundry, David, we were referencing that tonight.
Yeah. Then you have the bottom of the ninth tonight in Game 7 where they throw out a runner at the plate.
Oh,
top of the where they also throw out a runner.
Also, similar play.
Semetis makes a perfect throw.
Wait, how about
the Mickey Rowe play was like routine, but at least it was like hit hard and it was hit a little bit to his left.
Yeah.
Or to his
how
right.
About the catch / collision. What was that?
That was great play. All things considered, great play, Andy Pages.
I mean, I don't think that's a.
It's not
like, but he's a center fielder. He's there.
No, he's got. Yeah.
DK's trying to.
Doing?
Yeah, trying to be Willie Mays. Like what?
He looked like he was dead. I'm like, what is he doing? I thought he was
trolling. I think he was doing a little trolling in Game 7 of the World.
And he didn't even know if it was caught or not. That's what
he was
like,
doing.
That's
actually a fair point. Like how I get. Well, here's the crowd. If it wasn't caught, the crowd would have been. Like,
but Dad and I said he's like he doesn't know if it was caught or not caught. It could be.
Well, yeah, but I think he if he would have known if that ball was not caught based off the crowd. He would have heard. They would have just won the World Series. So
right, that's what I mean. But like he just laid there, and I'm like he doesn't know.
He was doing his best Eduardo Nunez impression from Game 3 of the 2018.
That was a crazy play.
It was a ton of crazy plays.
This is a spot, David. Game 3 of the 2018 World. I don't even know what play you're talking about. Wait,
Eduardo Nunez was on the ground like the entirety of the extra innings. I'm not just talking about one
back to me.
He was like on the ground somehow every play in extra inning. Will Smith just got another
into the stands.
Yeah, he fell in the stands at one point. But there are more plays where somehow he was like flat on his face on the ground in the extra innings. Will Smith got a My Dog shirt.
Wait, how come no one commented in the group chat when I said parents just don't understand right after he hit that home run?
Yeah.
What do you want us to say?
Slay. No, slay for that. Slay.
I thought that was a good move.
You ate down.
I was
you're
so proud
clocking
of
our
myself,
D, and
like,
that's honestly justified.
Wait,
you're clocking our D, and that's justified.
She absolutely no. She's out.
No, I was so excited because I came up with it so quick, and then I go to Dad. No one even commented on it. Like, that was it.
Well, because I feel like I'm gonna be honest, Mom. I feel like it's not the first time that you've sent parents just don't understand when Will Smith has done something.
No, yeah, Kim, you've set the bar so high that anytime you send something in a group chat about like sports or baseball, it's like, oh, Kim's just at it again. What are we gonna do? Is everyone gonna harder tweet?
Yeah, exactly.
Because how many times am I gonna send Brass Monkey every time Muncie hits something?
My favorite is the polar bear.
No, the polar bear's not. Everyone sends the polar bear now. I send the polar bear.
Everybody sends.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, the polar bear is the best.
Actually, Will sends the polar bear more than I do.
Yeah, Kim and Will always send it, and then I'll send it sometimes also. Usually whenever I'm like, if I'm actually watching the Mets and
it's the same polar bear too. It's the one that dances like this.
I know. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
No, I got it.
Yeah.
Anyway, no, but.
Yeah. Oh wait, hang on. I have a question for Kim. Kim, if you had to summarize the season in one GIF, what would it be?
Wait. like the Mets season or the whole season?
The whole season, the whole shebang.
I think I sent it tonight. The Brad Pitt one.
Which one is that?
How can you not be romantic about baseball?
That's a good one. That's a good one.
No,
right?
what are we romantic about the 2025 season? The Dodgers won and the Mets got knocked down on the last day. This is the worst year ever.
Yeah, but this is one of the most best. Listen to my grammar. The one of the best World Series I've ever seen.
Great World Series.
I think it was objectively a good season.
Because a lot of times the World Series is a snooze fest. If your team isn't in it, it's a snooze fest sometimes.
No, yeah, sure, whatever. I'm over.
That World Series was phenomenal.
It was.
Yeah.
If you love baseball, that was, the best.
Yeah. It was peak
honestly,
baseball all night.
Sean and you and I discussed this last podcast. If the Mets were in that World Series, I wouldn't have enjoyed it half as much because I would have been the absolute basket.
Depends on if they won.
Well, if they won, okay, but I still would have been a basket case leading up to the win. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think I would have enjoyed it.
You're not gonna know until you're there. That's that. And Game 7, 2006 is really the last time the Mets did anything really. I mean, Game 5, 2015, but it's in the NLDS. It's not quite the same. Game 6, 2006 is realistically the last time, and even that's not Game 7 of the World Series. You still got to win 4 more games. You actually, none of us really. I mean, Kim was alive in 1986. It was a different world in 1986. It was also a very unique Mets team in 1986.
Yeah.
That
they were all coked out and
it was fun, but it was unique. I mean, no one remembers the 1973 World Series when they were the underdogs and almost beat the A's. But that's that's what I was trying to explain tonight. You don't know how you're going to act or react in that moment, Game 7 of the World Series, until you're there, and that's what made the Miguel Rojas home run so much funnier. Not even funnier isn't the right word. It was
hilarious.
It was very on the nose. It was like, of course, Miguel Rojas, but she's just gonna hit the game tying home.
Miguel Rojas on a team filled with, literally the top 3 in their order are all first ballot Hall of Famers. Well, not top 3. I know they changed their order, but whatever. Yes. 3 of their top 4 are first ballot Hall of Famers, and it is a lineup loaded with talent. And everyone complains about how the Dodgers spend so much money and so the one that ends up hitting the home run to guy the game in the 9th inning is Miguel Rojas. Like, of course it is.
Let's discuss that. How many Hall of Famers are on the current Dodger team right now? Kershaw.
Definitely 4. There are 4 first ballot.
Mookie, Shohei.
Without a doubt right now.
Wait, how many did I just say?
It's Ohtani, Kershaw, Freeman, Betts are all first ballot.
That's what. Yeah, I just said those 4, right? Anybody else?
Will Smith, you're talking about it. David is on the Hall of Fame track, and he adds to his resume today.
Yes, and Will Smith.
Will Smith is a Hall of Famer?
Oh, not yet. But again, you're talking about guys who could be Hall of Fame. If you're talking 25 years from now, 30 years from now.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's like position. He needs some better offensive years, probably. But
if he hits the way he's hit for 10 more years, he's
yes, I agree. Yeah, he either needs one peak or he needs better peak years. He needs one of those two.
What about Kike? No.
Kike is not.
What about Max Muncy?
Kim.
I don't know.
Kike is. It's just I hope Kike.
A lot of longevity.
I hope Kike is on the ballot, and I hope David is a writer with a vote, and I hope David gets to make the case somewhere for Kike Hernandez to make.
Sean's gonna hate me, but I know he's only 2 years into his career. But Yamamoto is on a very good track right now.
We're calling Yamamoto a Hall of Famer.
He has 2 World Series rings in 2 years, and he's.
What about Max Muncy?
He now has a World Series MVP also.
What about Brass Monkey?
No, Max Muncy is not. Max Muncy got too late of a start to his career.
Yamamoto has had 2 good seasons, his age 25 and 26 seasons. he might be on a Hall of Fame track.
He's won the World Series twice, and he's a World Series MVP.
Let's see how he bounces back from throwing a million innings. And
I have a question.
Yes,
Who's the
but
Dodgers? Who's their closer?
They didn't really. The Roki Sasaki was in the postseason.
How
many pitches did you throw last night?
Like 25, 30.
Interesting that he wasn't.
He was warming up in the 11th.
Do you agree that this was one of the most well-managed games ever? Like, I think on both sides. Like, I don't think either manager really made a mistake tonight. Do you?
I would have pulled Mac a little sooner.
Who?
I think Schneider had
Max.
I think Schneider had a couple of questionable moves.
Really? Okay.
I think
Dave Roberts was a masterclass.
I think Bassett stayed in a little too long. I think. Yeah, I can't really fault him for the pinch running of Bichette. I can't really get on him for that. Because Bichette couldn't really run.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think
about it. I think I can get on Schneider for.
Did Dave Roberts make any mistakes? No.
He pulled Ohtani right after the Bo homer. I mean, Ohtani had nothing, by the way, on the mound tonight.
I would have maybe. I said that if you were willing to take out Ohtani that early, I would have maybe taken him out before Bo.
Yeah.
By the way, and I know no one, this is just gonna be sour grapes or whatever. For 150 years, the rule would have been that Shohei Ohtani comes out of the game tonight, and he comes out of the game. And then there's just a rule that exists.
And he can't bat.
Dodgers in the world. I know he didn't do anything, and it's honestly a good thing he didn't do anything because it's really kind of stupid. I got to be honest with you that they just created a rule for him. It's the rule. It's how the game has been. I understand it's like the game's evolving, whatever, but he's the only guy doing it. I don't know if there's this sudden crop of people who are doing it, then sure. But otherwise, just
you could argue both sides of that. Then you could,
odd.
You could say then there should be a special rule for him since he's the only guy who's doing it. You know what I mean? Like you could argue both sides of that.
I don't even like that's whatever. But the giving him extra time,
is ridiculous.
Extra time to warm up today. That was weird.
And then the fact that he still I gotta say
it was a lot of extra time. It's one thing if it was like 15 seconds, but it was a good minute of extra.
And when you have the mode, you have a pitch. It's a pitch clock. It's a pitch clock. You can just start the clock. The clock should start when the inning ends.
Yes, exactly.
That's what I understand. How does the clock not start when who cares if he gets his warm ups? Again, this is the price you pay.
Yeah.
If you're going like this is more what I'm saying, and that it's like, yes, it's great. They get a million advantages from Shohei Ohtani, but why are we going to then make exceptions? Or why are we going to then help them with the competitive disadvantages of relying on a player that hits and pitches? It's like it's as if they made a rule for Travis Hunter. I don't know if he gets honestly, yeah, it's basically it's honestly vaguely similar to if they made a rule for Travis Hunter where if he gets ejected for throwing or doing like a targeting, whatever the equivalent is. I don't even know what the equivalent is in the NFL. Unnecessary roughness worthy of an ejection, he could stay in the game and play offense. That's what it is.
Travis Hunter.
That's like because I mean they're taking him out of the game. That's the rules of baseball. The rules of baseball. Did Kim just say it was Travis Hunter?
Yeah.
the rules of baseball.
I know who that is.
You take him out of the game. Then we just invent this new rule.
He's the two-way player in football that went to Colorado that played for Dion. He's a wide receiver and a cornerback.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, he got drafted second overall, but he just got hurt and he's on.
Wait, what school does he play for?
Well, he's now on the Jaguars, but he went.
Oh. Gotcha.
Yeah. He was the second overall pick this year.
Hey, but listen, baseball might be over, but go Johnnies.
Yeah, this is going to turn into a St. John's podcast
We're
over the weekend. I'll do it with Kim, and it'll turn into St.
college basketball.
There's also probably
like you crickets.
Middle-aged women. Middle-aged women talking about St. John's on podcasts is also probably underrepresented. So we could
exactly. And you know what's funny? Out of the three of us, Sean's the only one who actually went to St. John's, and we're more excited about it.
Yeah, I can't wait.
2026 will be here before we know it. at the end of the day,
He just completely ignored that one.
no. Basketball, blah 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 blah.
College basketball is fun. It starts on Monday. Starts tomorrow.
What?
Technically, it starts tomorrow. Technically, I'm saying because it's Sunday.
Yeah. What, the 2026 season?
No, the college basketball season.
Oh.
He doesn't care, David.
No. But no,
We'll talk about college basketball another day.
Yeah, it's great. Oh no, we can talk about it today. It's
all right.
It's great. It's Dodgers won again.
Podcast.
But it's like what?
Mom and I will make a college basketball podcast.
Yeah, there you go.
College, whatever. St. John's is Queens, and this is queening out.
They're also queening out.
Rick Pitino is a diva.
Yeah,
he is.
Slay.
I mean, I gotta say, and I hate. It's like on the Real Housewives when it's like there's beef, but I'm here for it. Dan Hurley and Rick
Pitino, yes.
Don't get me started on Dan Hurley.
At the meetups, right, Kim? They have the meetups after the season. They'd be throwing things at each other.
Yeah.
They'd be pouring
David,
water.
did you see my tweet
Yes,
about Dan Hurley?
I
That was
think
a good one, right?
Yes, I think I liked it. Well, Fanta did a sit-down interview with both of them.
Yeah, Fanta did. And
I only saw the one with Dan Hurley.
And Dan Hurley's like this. Wow, I'm gonna cry like I always do. It's like, shut up, Dan Hurley.
He was just taking gratuitous shots at St. John's before Rick Pitino got there, like a fucking
exactly. He's an idiot.
Like, well, you're like, a program that hasn't had much success until now.
Yeah, exactly.
Chris Mullen and Mike Anderson, like,
but it's like, what does that have to do with it? That's right. You're sure, but that's
again, St. John's beaten
they're ranked higher than you.
Yeah,
fucking loser.
He is such a loser.
Twice last year.
Yeah,
he is so insecure and inadequate in his own mind. Like it's so annoying. Like he just
not as likable as Rick Pitino. He's never going to be as good a recruiter. He's never going to be as Rick Pitino. Like in his life, he couldn't dream to be. And it's just
it's so clear.
He thinks he can. He thinks he does it with a different way. He thinks he has a different style. He thinks that he respects Rick Pitino, but he thinks that the Dan Hurley way, the militaristic way, is the way to do it. And we'll see. I mean, what, David? How many championships does he have? 1 or 2?
2. Hurley?
Yeah,
the Hurley has 2.
Listen, let's be honest. He's a very accomplished coach, but he ruins it by his crybaby bitch attitude. Sorry, he does. Like he's
a tremendous coach, but yes, I think there's something to say about it.
He's so hard to respect because of like the way he is just. He's such a. I don't know. I don't even know what the word is. Insecure.
I predict. UConn. I mean, UConn. I'm not going to wade into waters. Hang on. I'm not going to wade into waters. Why do I hear? Why? Kim, try muting your microphone for a second while you're not talking.
Okay.
Because I think it's. Is that? I think that's better. Anyway, and then when you talk, make sure you remember to turn it on. Okay. Because that was the echo. I figured it out. No, but what was I saying? Oh, I forget what
about Dan Hurley.
Yeah. I think with the way money. I was gonna say UConn. I don't think is necessarily. They're gonna continue to bring in money, but the South is going to start doing well at college basketball because I think they start to see how much money they can make. That's what I'm saying, is that the money is now going to the South in college basketball. We'll see it. And St. John's has the benefit of having, I know UConn is a very passionate donor base, but St. John's has the benefit of having people in New York City who are donors and can donate to NIL. And they now have the coach. While, again, respect Hurley and everything he's done, I tend to wonder, is it a bit of a passing of the guard where, yes, UConn's dominated. UConn has been the force, Northeast basketball, for, across men's and women's 20 years now.
Yeah.
But now you have a force in New York. He's threatened, is what it is, I think, is what I'm trying to get.
100%.
Threatened. For really, then, he's threatened.
Yeah, again, the St. John's gave him a reason to be threatened last year, but first year of Pitino, if we're being honest, St. John's didn't give him a reason to be threatened. UConn went back-to-back. I know St. John's did give him a good fight in the Big East tournament, but St. John's missed the tournament. But then last year was the first time that, there's been a team outside, really a team in general, since Hurley's kind of taken this UConn team to new heights, where a team has threatened UConn. Because
I got excited because you said new heights.
they ran through the tournament in each of the first 2 years, or in both those years of the back-to-back. So it was St. John's. I know they were worse last year in general, but St. John's was really that first team where it felt like they kind of like it was all right. They had a step up. They had a leg up on UConn. And I know it's not like St. John's was the one who ultimately ended their season. That was Florida who won the championship. But still, the fact that St. John's beat them twice last year, yeah, and that's a Northeast team. That's a Big East rival. That's a historic program that you're going to have to worry about. And yeah, I think Hurley is threatened by them, and last year gave him justification or reason to be threatened by them.
Will St. John struggle with the team building aspect? Yes, because they bring in new players every year, and I think UConn probably will have more sustainability or more
content. Yeah, they retain better than St. John's does.
But yeah, I think Pitino's a better recruiter, so we'll see.
Yeah. Well,
who's the big donor guy? What's his name?
Mike Riepel.
Yeah, I love that guy.
Yeah,
he's so cool. Like I do.
Like, no, he's huge. Like, yeah.
He was gonna buy the Mets. He was gonna buy the Mets at A-Rod.
He's like a billionaire.
Oh yes, I do remember that. Yeah.
Isn't he like a drink? Like what was his company? Like he sold like 2 different drink companies.
Body Armor, I think.
I thought it was a drink.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Body Armor.
But he's awesome. I like him a lot.
And it's going to be interesting moving forward because I know he loves Pitino, obviously, and that's really why he got involved here. But moving forward, is like he gonna, in this world of NIL, is he gonna have like a large say of who the next coach is once Pitino eventually retires? Like, you have to think that.
Yeah, probably.
Because he's the one bringing in money right now. Like, if they want to continue to be a force, he's probably going to need to have some sort of say there.
You don't think it's going to be Richard?
Who knows what Richard's going to be doing at Xavier? Like,
but I feel like Richard came to Xavier so he could take over for Rick.
Like, even if Richard's struggling at Xavier, then is St. John's going to want that to be the next move? I do think Richard's a very good coach, but
true. Wait, like, Sean, did you see the tweet that Richard did about Rick? It was very funny. He's like, this guy. What was it, David?
It was he made fun of him for not being able to log in to Amazon Prime and was like, I've never been more confident that we're sweeping St. John's this year.
That's funny. That's funny.
It was pretty awesome.
Rick tweeted back at him. I'll pull up Rick's response. I'll just read both tweets. Richard tweets, just spent 30 minutes trying to explain to, and tagged Rick, how to download Amazon Prime on his iPad. Confidence is sky high that Xavier will get the sweep this year. And Rick quote tweets it and says, you forgot to mention that you couldn't remember your password for 20 minutes and we had to use your wife's login.
Hey, he's a good family man too.
Those will be fun matchups this year.
Yeah, right. Like
Big East is filled with
Big East is fun.
Sorry, I feel like we should get back to baseball. We'll talk about.
I'm sorry.
We're talking about the promise of tomorrow. We're talking about the promise of tomorrow, guys. Yeah.
I went on a tangent. Sorry.
Literally tomorrow. Again.
Right. Yeah. And that's great. At the end of the day.
That being said, you need to come with us to MSG on Monday or whenever, Saturday.
How much are the tickets?
Right now they're like a little above 50, but I think they might go down this late. And
we'll buy them. Who cares? It's all good.
All right.
Anyway, let's go back to baseball.
No, but what was I gonna say? Oh no, I was talking about the promise of tomorrow. At the end of the day, World Series is over. Baseball season's over. The Dodgers win again. Blah 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 blah.
Solidify that they have a dynasty right now.
I think. Right, and who is the threat? Who will be the ones who? I mean, if all goes to plan, if they sign starting pitching, the team with the best crack at the Dodgers is probably the one that employs Juan Soto and Francisco Lindor. if we're being perfectly honest. So yeah, we'll see. Hopefully David Stearns is waking up tomorrow with some with some gumption, and hopefully everyone's ready to rock and roll.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, David,
ahead.
your team did it right last season and got an actual ace. That's what we said in the last episode.
No, yeah, the Mets are in desperate need of their Garrett Crochet move, of their Chris Sale move. I know I just keep using Red Sox references, but those are the two that, I mean, in recent memory, if we're talking like trades or I guess, but that didn't result in a championship. I was gonna say Garrett Cole, but that didn't result in a championship. Like if we're talking like, I know the Garrett Crochet hasn't either yet, but I'm just saying, like, if we're talking moves for like true aces that I feel like have like really worked out, the Red Sox do have like two of the model in the past, in recent memory. But anyway, the Mets need their move like that, and there's plenty of options on the market. Is the point between the trade market and the free agent market? Obviously, Ryan's going to be available. We kind of know that. Sounds like there's increasing likelihood that Tariq Skubal is going to be available. So if we're talking the top echelon of that move, and you really want to push all in, which the Mets are in a spot where it feels like they kind of have to, you have the opportunity. Sounds like you're going to have the opportunity to go out and get the best pitcher in baseball.
What I want to know, if Mr. Stearns is so calculated in his decisions in terms of acquiring pitching, what are the criteria that go into this? And how can we scale it to the point where you're making major acquisitions? They liked Frankie Montas for a reason. What that reason is, I don't know, but they did. They liked Frankie Montas for a reason. They liked something about his arsenal, probably his splitter, whatever. How do you take that? How do you take that, whatever that philosophy might be, if it's movement, if it's seam shifted wake, if it's you like the way a guy's two-seamer moves, you like whatever it is. You like the way, he pairs his two-seamer with his slider, Michael King.
Yeah.
Then, or he's in King has a changeup too, right?
King has a change.
Yeah. Anyway, how do you take that, and how do you turn it into making a preference list for some of the top starters, and how do you figure out which ones you want to target? I have no problem with taking a measured approach and saying, okay, we want to sign Zach Gallen because he's off a down year and we don't think we're going to have to give him 5 years. We think we can give him 3 years. And we're going to go get Shane Bieber because we think we can give him 2 years or 1 year or whatever. Just, I'm not saying that's, and you should also go out and get an ace, but I'm just saying bring in, let's take it a step up here. Let's go up a notch. Instead of going after these 3 and 4, these guys who are 4 and 5 starters, let's go after some 2s and 3s and see how that goes.
1 and 2, not 2 and 3.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, you were dumb. But if I'm being honest, I think the Mets are in a spot where they need to go into next season with a guy that they're confident that they can start in game 1 of a playoff series. And I think Nolan can be that guy. But just heading into next year, they need to go out and get that guy. And I think if you have the opportunity, like I bring back Skubal, but you might have the opportunity to go and trade for the best pitcher in baseball. I think talk about measured approach, talk about what David Stearns is looking for all you want. We are talking about literally the best pitcher in baseball right there. It feels like you need to put all your chips in, and especially in the spot where the Mets are at right now.
What are your priorities? Like, so obviously an ace is number 1. Do we all agree on that?
Yes, I agree.
Just good starting pitchers, please. Anyone, God, the love of God.
Okay, no, like an ace, like a number 1, not a 3, not a 4.
Who's good? Someone who can go 6 innings. Someone who can get outs. Someone whose ERA is
No. I don't want any more like pitching labs.
I need arms. I need as many arms as possible, and you need to figure out who can you rely on in October.
No,
I agree with that. I agree with that, but like, and that's what the Dodgers did. They got as many arms as they could possibly could. They got a lot of starters, but they also had an ace in the end.
Exactly. That's what we
Game
need.
6, and then turned around in Game 7 and pitched the
It's
final
4
3.
starters.
No,
4.
but I don't want it to just be okay. They went out and they got Tariq Skubal.
No, I agree. I agree with that.
Okay,
Yeah.
but hold on. Sean,
Proliferate.
hold on.
Yeah.
Last year, what did we do? We just got Juan Soto,
Yes.
and that's it.
Yeah.
I mean, like, let's be honest. That's
Yeah.
really it. Like, yes, we got other things, but nothing else that really mattered other than Juan Soto.
They re-signed Sean Manaea.
They re-signed the Mets did re-sign Sean Manaea.
Sure, but
they brought back Pete.
right, but
that's all. Yeah, that's.
You understand my point. So,
Yeah.
like, you can't just sign like pitching. Like, you have to sign an ace. Number 1. Number 2. This is what I think: a legitimate center fielder. That's a bat.
I mean, you're definitely gonna need more offense. I'm not necessarily like you need to bring in when it comes to the offensive acquisitions.
When was the last time we had a legitimate center fielder?
The problem, we're talking center fielders. There aren't that many like good center fielders that are going to be available. I don't think.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I was watching the game today. You know, I want them to trade for Andy Pages and Emmett Sheehan.
Fine.
I don't think Emmett Sheehan's going to be cheap at this point.
And a real DH,
a
real Schwarber DH.
We'll see. We'll do the Mets
also. They need to.
Those are my 3.
Pete Alonso back.
Well, that too.
No, I am.
In this order, this is what I want. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Number 1, an ace. Number 2, Pete. Like, I'll take an ace over Pete, as much as I love Pete. Number 3, a center fielder. Number 4, a legit DH. That's what I want.
Okay.
Can you hear me? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Diaz.
Oh, and Diaz. Yes, 100% on Diaz. All right, let me.
I'm not taking a resign on Diaz, right?
Let me start over. Number 1.
I mean, everyone's gonna be interested in a guy like Edwin Diaz. So
okay, number 1, an ace. Number 2, Edwin Diaz. Number 3, Pete. I would actually put Edwin Diaz in front of Pete. And then the other things I said.
I think it's reasonable. I don't know.
I don't think. I don't think that's.
Maybe not over Pete. I don't know about it. It's close, but yeah,
what do you think?
Edwin Diaz.
Here's why I think it's not unreasonable to put Diaz ahead of Pete. Although I might not do it, but you can't really replace Diaz. You can replenish what Pete gives you. So
I'm muting you every once in a while when you forget to mute yourself. So
sorry
on it, and then you'll it's all
right. So that's why I think you can make the case that Pete's more of a priority. All right, sorry, Diaz is more of a priority than Pete, because Diaz, in my eyes, is probably the best closer in baseball, and you're not getting that on the open market. I don't know who the best reliever off the top of my head is on the open market, but you're not gonna
world class.
Well, yeah.
Kim, by the way, people can still see you, just so you know. Just there's a video component of this as well. It's in record, right? Okay, like this is going up for public consumption. You can feel free to do whatever you want, but anyway, yeah, no, there's no replacing Edwin Diaz. I get it, whatever. $20 million, $27 million for a closer. He was willing to take a hometown discount last time. Put Steve Cohen on him and be like, what do we got to do? Come on. Give him a little Steve Ballmer treatment. What do we got to do under the table here? Let's skirt the luxury tax, $20 million, $5 million somewhere else, blah, blah, blah. Figure it out. Get it done. Yeah. This should be a Steve Cohen decision.
Yeah. None of the things I just said are unreasonable. All of those things can be done. What's that?
They should have a lot of money to spend. I don't know how much money they're going to have to spend.
Well, you need a first baseman.
As much money as they want.
You need a closer. You need a first baseman. I mean, none of those things are unreasonable.
The Dodgers ran a $400 million payroll before tax.
Yeah.
There's no, again, I understand you want to build the Dodgers, but you probably want to do it cheaper because, of course, you want to do it cheaper because you're running a business, blah, 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 blah. But at the end of the day, the Dodgers have proliferated high-level pitching through not just development, through primarily outside acquisitions. You clearly are not at a point where you're churning out. Certainly, Nolan McLean is a very promising thing, but you're not churning him out yet. And the Dodgers have won 2 World Series in a row, and did so today. David, in the game today, they pitched Yoshinobu Yamamoto, $325 million. Shohei Ohtani, $700 million. Tyler Glasnow, 6 or 9-figure contract. Who am I forgetting? Blake Snell, $275 million.
It was all starters that pitched for the Dodgers today.
Starters. Yeah, they pitch all starters tonight.
Starters, like here's
Evan Sheehan.
I don't want to be mean.
Evan Sheehan was the other guy who pitched for the Dodgers. Evan Sheehan also pitched.
Yeah, right. I don't want to be mean.
And they developed him. They did a great job developing him. They nabbed him in what it was like. It was late, and
was it even later than that?
I mean, it wasn't that late, but it was like.
But people had cracks at him.
Yeah, it was 6th round. Yeah, I thought, yeah. So I mean, they snagged him fairly late, and he skyrocketed through there. They again saw what he did at BC at the end of his career. And I mean, we saw something. But the Dodgers were one of, I guess, one of the teams that picked up on that as well, and obviously it was the perfect spot for him. But he pitched a scoreless inning, kept it a 1-run game at in the what was it, the 8th? No, 7th. So yeah,
you're not
ones like outside acquisition.
You're not there yet on the development side. You're not there yet on the payroll side, and they've won 2 World Series in a row.
Yeah,
and I understand that this was the reset couple years. They came within a game of the playoffs, ran a $340 million payroll, and they made the NLCS in 2024. I mean, it's just like, and I know there's this fear, probably, I would assume, after what happened with Scherzer and Verlander. They're like, oh, we don't want that to happen. Like, that's not the worst thing to happen, though, because then you have tradable contracts, and if you suck for whatever reason, you're probably going to be firing the GM anyway. I mean, I don't know. Maybe they're all in on him, but and you could trade the contracts, the short-term contracts, and eat the money. Like, it's not, you have the unlimited money glitch. So, and not to mention the fact that you had 300 million people come to the park this year. I haven't seen if they've raised season ticket prices. Lord knows they instituted dynamic pricing last year. I think it was last year, where it's like the price of the ticket depends basically on the demand for the game. You know, they're doing all the. Hang on. There we go. It was doing you an echo for me. They're doing all the things that you do when you're making, or I don't know. They're doing. They're helping themselves. They're helping themselves. Steve Cohen's probably gonna get his casino. Hunky dory. Great. Let's go. Let's see that the Dodgers have set the standard. Let's go. How do we get there? How do we topple them? How do we beat them? How do you establish yourself as? You don't want to be. You have to beat them eventually. You have to beat them. You have to be better than them. How do you do it? What's the plan? What is the plan? I don't know.
Well, I think we just said it. We've said what we need to do. So do it.
Yeah,
it's pretty simple.
You're at a point where the Dodgers have now, kind of given you the model, and the Dodgers have shown how it's done and shown what a Steve Cohen run team should be doing. And the Dodgers, like you said, just won their 2nd straight world title tonight, and the Mets missed the postseason this year. So yeah, it's an off season where you have a lot to figure out. But I think, it starts with, again, acting like a team that is owned by Steve Cohen should act like. And I know that sounds silly because they signed Juan Soto to an $800 million contract last offseason. I'm aware of that. But Mom was right that they didn't really do much else to add. And I think it does start kind of what both of you guys are saying with the arms, where you need the high end, but you also need the influx of talent, which the Dodgers had, and which is a large reason the Dodgers did not hit well in this postseason, particularly. A large reason, or the main reason, why they won this World Series was because they not only had a really good arms, but a lot of arms. And despite having bullpen issues, they were able to use those guys anytime they wanted, and they use literally all starting pitchers in a Game 7 of the World Series, and it worked. And
They have
won.
really good arms. Like,
Yes,
that's the thing.
yes.
The Mets have the Mets have a lot of arms. The Mets have a lot of solid. The Mets have a lot of decent arms.
Mhm.
It doesn't exactly take a rocket scientist to figure out why the Dodgers are the ones lifting the trophy, and the Mets are the ones 10 games worse who didn't even make the playoffs.
Yeah.
The difference is the fact that the Dodgers have really good arms, and they paid for those really good arms, and the Mets have Clay Holmes and Frankie Montas and Sean Manaea, who I love. I love Sean Manaea, great pitcher. But I mean, again, you gave him a whatever it was, a $10 million raise or whatever it was, off a good year, a great year, and he did make meaningful changes. But again, it's you're playing with fire. Kodai Senga. Ohtani looked like Kodai Senga in Game 1 of the NLCS tonight. I gotta say, not to Ohtani, the great, and credit where credit's due. He had a great postseason, fabulous player. Blah blah blah. He couldn't throw a secondary pitch tonight. It was, for me, it was funny. I enjoyed it. But
Yeah.
But here's the thing. Guess what? It didn't matter because they're so deep that it didn't matter.
Right.
Like,
Exactly.
so it didn't matter that the best
Mhm.
player on the planet didn't have
Yep.
it tonight.
You are
Because
100% right.
because the Dodgers are so deep and smart and like they've set themselves up that they have so much depth that it
Mhm.
didn't matter that Ohtani didn't have it tonight.
I
And
said that
isn't that-
before the game.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, I said that before the game, where I was like, the thing with the Dodgers is Ohtani doesn't need to have it. Glasnow threw 3 pitches last night, and he's on full rest. They have Tyler Glasnow, who is, when healthy, one of the better starting pitchers in baseball as well, ready at their disposal at any time that they want him. And they did fall behind 3-0 with Ohtani on the mound, so obviously that was not the plan. But the Blue Jays did not have that luxury. If Max Scherzer did not have his stuff early in that start,
But he fought through
they
it.
were
Like,
tough.
to his credit.
No,
Yeah.
Max Scherzer was great. That's what I'm saying,
Yeah.
though.
Yeah.
Max Scherzer did have good stuff tonight. Max Scherzer was very good for this point in Max Scherzer's career. That was a very good start for him.
That was impressive. Yeah.
But if he did not have good stuff, the Blue Jays couldn't go anywhere. The Blue Jays would have lost this game by a lot if Scherzer was bad in the beginning. Ohtani was bad tonight, and the Dodgers still ended up winning because they had other guys who could keep them in the game.
Exactly.
And that's what they did, and they ended up coming back.
Yeah.
My dog of the night is Max Scherzer.
Yeah.
Another. Well, yeah. Again,
Former Mets shining.
Yeah.
Tonight.
Max Scherzer had extra innings for Max Scherzer. Whatever it was. Anyway.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say? I was gonna say something about Max Scherzer.
Wait, hold on. I was gonna say when it turned 2 a.m., it went right to 1 a.m.
I know. I noticed that. It was
I
weird.
just wanted to comment on that.
And it was like 1:10 again.
Sorry.
I didn't see it. I missed it.
Because I'm just looking at the clock and it says, oh, wow, it says 1:18 now.
Yeah.
And it's 2:18. That's fun.
That's great.
We should probably wrap it up soon because I'm like tired. But
yeah, sure. Right. Let's. I'm trying to think of what else I was gonna say. Max Scherzer. I had something else to say about Max Scherzer.
So I want to hear what you want the Mets to do. I mean, like I said, what I want the Mets to do, and David kind of agreed with me. What do you want the Mets to do?
Well, listen, we need to keep the people coming back for more on the show. But if the long and short of it, I'm beginning to write. I'm beginning actually to write an epic script for these purposes. Like I'm gonna write a sports epic, kind of like Star Wars, but about the Mets. But ideally, it's at least one great starting pitcher. At least one great starting pitcher. A couple other pretty good ones. You could look at third base. You can look at. What do you mean? What do you? Brett Beatty's a role player. Mark Vientos is probably a role player. You look at a corner. You're looking
I
at a.
still believe in Mark Vientos. I gotta be
Mark Vientos, but I'm not guaranteeing him a spot if Bo Bichette wants to sign for a year and $20 million or whatever, $18 million.
I'm not a big Brett Beatty guy, but I still believe in Mark Vientos.
Bo Bichette was projected to get $300 million by Jeff Passan.
Well, Jeff Passan's an idiot. I don't think Bo Bichette's getting $300 million.
I don't think so either, but I think a team is going to overpay severely.
Oh, either way. All right. Well, then that
also for the agent.
Yeah, I don't think Alex Bregman's going to be him. That's just
you kind of see it.
If I'm what would he play if he was?
Third base.
Oh,
I could kind of see it.
I could see it.
He doesn't. Maybe. Maybe. I don't think he. I don't think. Maybe. I don't know.
David, you don't think he wants to stay in Boston?
Guy. He doesn't strike me as a Stearns guy.
I won't comment further. No, I do think.
What does that mean? Aren't they both? Never.
She strike me as a Stearns guy.
Mom was also gonna say it, so she just said, "Aren't they both?" And then never mind.
He doesn't strike me as a Stearns guy.
Okay, yeah.
But why would you say
that? Old. It doesn't make like. It's a very
He's
gonna get a profile. I don't know. He doesn't hit. I don't know. He's not very. He's at this point in his career. He's not uber athletic.
He's not an incredible third baseman anymore. Like he was solid over there this year, but he wasn't Gold Glove worthy over there this year.
I mean, maybe. I agree.
I think the contract is going to be a little gross, for sure. To answer Mom's question, I do think he wants to stay in Boston, but I think Breslow, I don't know if Breslow wants to give him a gross contract because he didn't want to give him a contract last year. So Alex Cora had to push Craig Breslow to sign Alex Bregman. So I don't know. I don't know what that's going to look like, what the infighting in the Red Sox organization might be like, especially when Alex Bregman's probably going to be asking for like a 6-year deal at this point. So I don't know. I think if Bregman had it his way, I'm sure he'd love to play in Boston again next year. But I think the Red Sox might also look at other options. I don't know. I Bregman back. But I also am aware that this contract might be a little gross, and right now I'm hoping that Trevor Story opts in the next 5 days, and then we figure it out from there.
David was saying, which is interesting to me, I think you were there when we were talking about this, Story is more of a leader than Bregman on the Red Sox, which surprised me a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, Bregman's only been there for a year, I think, but I think Bregman is too. But yeah, I think you were saying David, whole different guys. The echo is really bad right now.
Yeah.
I didn't hear you because it was echoing. Yeah.
You can hear the echo too?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear the echo also.
That doesn't even make sense. Why can Kim hear the echo?
What did you just say? I didn't.
Why can Kim hear the echo? That's hang on. I'm trying to figure that out. It doesn't make sense in my head. Anyway, it makes Bregman hasn't been there as long.
Yes.
So
and Story hasn't really played until this year, but
true.
But I think he was just a presence, and I don't know. I think both of them are leaders, and I think both of them are very good for the guys around him. Roman, like Bregman, was awesome with the young guys. But I don't know. I think Story.
I don't think. Sorry. I'm sorry. I would love Bregman on the Mets, but I think Bregman is going to stay in the Red Sox.
I hope so. I do, and I think there's a decent chance he does. But I also just think there's more of a guarantee that Story does. So that might also be why I'm saying that Story's more of a leader right now, because I think there is a good chance that in these next 5 days that Story opts in. The Mets don't have any big decisions, right?
Diaz, but that's not really.
But he's gonna opt out, right?
And Kodai Senga didn't know. So
I think that the Mets will do what they can to get Diaz for step.
Do you think they'll get Diaz?
I do. No, I do. Because I think that there's I think it's similar to Pete in that there's a mutual motivation to stay. Like, I think Diaz wants to be a Met. I think the Mets want Diaz to stay. So I think when you have like that mutual, motivation to like on both sides, then it's easier deal. Like, and I think same thing with Pete. I other than that, Boris is his agent, which is complicated. But other than that, I think Pete wants to be a Met. I think the Mets want Pete. Like, it's just a matter of finding that common ground. And I think the same for Diaz.
Boris doesn't let anyone. If Cohen expresses interest, I don't think Boris. If Cohen expresses genuine interest in people, I don't think Boris lets them get away without giving Cohen at least like, hey, what do you think here?
I agree.
I think that's how it works.
I will say though, I think obviously Pete does want to stay. I'm not denying that in any way, but I don't think Pete himself is thrilled with how the negotiations went last year either. And I think heading into this offseason, there's something to be said about that. Again, I think in a perfect world, Pete would love to come back, but I do think he has a little bit of a sour taste in his mouth with how things unfold.
Agreed. And I think that's ultimately what if someone I think there's a better chance someone jumps. And if someone jumps, he's gone.
I
do agree with that.
Do you not agree that Pete overestimated his value though a little bit last
year?
Yeah.
But then he had a good year. He backed it up this year.
His value's up.
Yeah.
He was better. He was a markedly better hitter this year. I mean, but he
was also batting behind Soto or in front of Soto. Yeah, so that's a big difference. Like I don't know.
There's an approach. I mean, sure, yeah, but I don't know. But
I'm sorry, but Juan Soto.
Try to get him a contract. It's an easier sell to say this is if you have a big hitter in your lineup. If you're say the Yankees who have Aaron Judge.
Hold on a second. If you all right, fine. Other than the Yankees, but you're not going to bat behind or in front, whatever, a better hitter than Juan Soto. So stay on the Mets. Like, so like, you know what I'm saying? Like you can't say that batting, wait, was he before Soto or after Soto? I forget.
After, I think primarily.
Yeah. So you're not going to bat behind a better hitter than Juan Soto. And I'm sorry, he made him a markedly better hitter. Like that's just reality.
Yeah,
so I don't know. Like, where are you going to go? That you're going to other than the Yankees and be Aaron Judge. Like, that's really probably the only other comparable thing. Like other than maybe like
Boston.
Maybe Boston, but like I don't know. I can see him on Boston. I can.
Versus San Francisco. He's always actually hit like I think like
Raffy. Are you talking about Raffy? Like, I don't know.
I might be making that up, but I feel
there's
like
not many hitters that you're going to bat after other than Juan Soto that is going to be. You know what I'm saying? Like Raffy's one. I'll give you that. Like Aaron Judge, like maybe Schwarber. Like there's very few.
But I think the idea is that now he has posted a year where he wasn't the guy. He wasn't the guy.
To be honest, he sucked the year before. Like, he wasn't great at all.
But even if he's not if this is what you can expect when he's not the guy or something close to this, it's more than whatever it was 2 for 50 or whatever he got.
He was protected majorly by Soto,
right? His bat speed was up. I want to say he wasn't striking out, or he was walking more. Right? He was walking more. No, he was definitely walking more.
Yeah. No, he was. I'm pretty sure.
I don't have it.
But because of Soto, I think Soto was a big factor in
that. Maybe, but again, I if you're Boris selling it, all it takes is one team. All it takes is one team to say.
Absolutely, yeah.
No, okay, we think he can do that for us.
But I think for Pete, it's not to be a mistake. Like, because Pete is. This is the thing. Like, I'm obviously a little bit like New York, like snobby. But like, you're not going to get the endorsements in other states. You're not going to get the endorsements in other markets. You're not like Pete.
Win.
What? Yeah, but you're not going to win. Like, where are you going to go that you're going to win?
I mean, I don't know.
New York.
Where?
He can stay in New York.
He can stay. Oh, all right. Thanks, David, because that's the worst case.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
You can.
No, I know, but like, yeah, I guess that honestly, that's the only thing that I could see making sense for him, career-wise. Other,
Listen,
other,
that's what they want to do. That's what they wanted.
I mean, other than Boston, I don't really see it makes sense.
And I'm not. I agree. I do think ultimately, if I'm predicting, I would predict him to probably go back. But I'm just saying.
No, I
I
could see him going to the Yankees because you're right. It does make sense for him to bat, with Judge. Like
and
that.
I don't think not that he doesn't feel loyalty to the Mets or anything. I think he loves the Mets, and I think he does want to be a Met for life. But I think him personally, beyond Boris, I think him personally wasn't too happy with how the entire
Sure.
offseason I think went down last
But
year.
if we're being honest, if Pete goes to the Yankees, those fans are going to eat him alive. I'm being honest. Like I don't know if Pete is equipped to go there. I don't know. There's Pete is I love Pete, but he's not he doesn't have the toughest skin, I don't think. I don't know if he's gonna like it there. I really don't. I think if he goes into a slump, I think those fans are gonna eat him alive. I do. But whatever.
Sure. I don't know. Maybe.
I could see Pete more in Boston.
They suck. No, I don't know what to tell you. They're not good people.
Yeah.
We're talking about bad people. Not to, whatever, generalize, stereotyping. We don't like, listen, I don't know what to tell you. Maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. I'm glad that these conversations are relevant because the season is over. I am so glad.
Why are you happy the season's over? I'm sad that the season's over.
It's time to move on.
But I like watching baseball. It makes me
I do
sad
too.
a little bit. I feel like I was more in the season when it's over.
What was I was going to say something about? I don't remember what I was going to say about the Mets. I remember what I was going to ask. Is this it for Max? Did he say?
I think it might be, right? I felt like it might be.
I don't think he said.
What do you have to accomplish? You pitched another game 7 tonight. Go spend time with your kids. Go.
Yeah, exactly.
Go for Congress.
Yeah.
Go make an independent run. Where is he from? Like Kansas, Missouri? I feel like he's from Where did he go to school?
I want to say Missouri kind of sounds right.
I want to say he went to Missouri. I could be wrong.
Yes, he did. Good call.
Oh, really?
Where's he from?
He went to Missouri.
You know,
and he's from Missouri as well. Yes.
Go run
Hold
for
on.
Congress as an
Excuse me, my bad.
independent in Missouri. Do something.
Bathroom.
Okay. Yeah, no, I think we're ending anyway.
I'm gonna mute. Hold on.
All right. You can mute, and I'll vam. But yeah, no, I think he's. I was wondering. I was wondering that if they won, it would have been very nice for him to go out.
It would have been a very nice send off. I saw Miguel Rojas is retiring after next season. And that came out earlier in October that he announced for some reason that he's retiring after next season. So look forward to the Miggy Rowe retirement tour next year. But he should just retire now because it's not getting any better.
No, yeah, right, exactly. What he's taking a curtain call.
Yeah, I think he should just call it quits now. I think he should call it quits a year early. And yeah,
what's the status of the Zach Wheeler retirement tour?
I have no idea. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Wheeler. There will be no Rob Refsnyder retirement tour. Rob Refsnyder is coming back next year.
Let's go. But we doesn't have a contract.
I know. Who knows for what team? It sounds like there's mutual interest between him and the Red Sox, but if the Red Sox don't bring back Rob, then I'm not watching next year.
Fair enough. I'm trying to think. There was definitely something else I wanted to say about the Mets, and I really, really can't think of what it was, but it's fine. I'm bullish on. I'm excited about the challenge. I'm excited about the challenge that lies ahead in terms of the Dodgers win. The Dodgers always keep on winning, blah, blah, blah. Now it's time to see who's going to actually be able to bring them down. And, if it's not David Stearns in the Mets, who knows? It'll have to be someone at some point. I'm not saying me, but if he's if Cohen's listening.
Well, let let me spin you this before I kind of hijack this podcast a little bit, and I'll complete that here. We talk about the Mets, how they might be the ones that have to take down the Dodgers. If we look at it, the Dodgers have now won 3 World Series in the past 5 years. They've all been against AL East opponents. They were against the Blue Jays, they were against the Yankees last year, and they were against the Rays. The Dodgers have not lost in a World Series as well since 2018 when they played another AL East opponent. The last team in the AL East that was able to bring him, or the last team in general that was able to bring him down in the World Series, was the Boston Red Sox. So maybe it has to be the Red Sox to step up. And maybe John Henry has to be the one to stop this Dodgers dynasty because he was the one who started this Dodgers dynasty. So maybe John Henry's the one who has to bring it down.
What about the Orioles?
But the Orioles, they haven't been good enough to get to a World Series. So
they're the only one the only AL East team that hasn't played the Dodgers.
Yeah, but the Red Sox won against them and haven't lost.
So why did the Red Sox get to do it again?
Because the Orioles are a joke.
Come on. They're
Come
gonna.
on, I think he makes a good point. I didn't think about that.
It's gonna. Henry has to be the one to destroy it because Henry's the one who built this.
Gray Rod.
This started with.
We enjoy the Red Sox.
Started
We
with the
like
Mookie Betts trade. This dynasty started with the Mookie Betts trade.
Yeah, whatever, bro. Yeah, fuck.
Listen.
So there's one way to destroy it.
We're not doing the Mookie Betts trade today. No, we can. No, it's great.
That's for our next podcast.
I mean, no, it's a perfect Mookie Betts trade. Yeah,
Mookie Betts has as many rings as Derek Jeter.
Wait, what?
I said Mookie Betts almost has as many rings as Derek Jeter.
How many does Jeter have? 4? 5?
I thought you said he did have as many. Jeter has 5 or 6.
He has 5.
Oh, and Mookie has 4.
No,
yeah, Mookie is. Jeter has 5. Mookie is 1 short of as many World Series championships.
That's amazing.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah. And now he's playing shortstop. Probably playing a better shortstop than Derek Jeter.
He probably is.
He's gonna be better. He's gonna go down as a better shortstop all time.
Listen,
he's a better player than Derek Jeter.
I have said it 1,000 times.
More my dog shirts being handed out.
Mookie Betts is one of the most likable players in baseball. There's no getting around that.
Yes. Magic Johnson is kind of my dog shirt, by the way.
Yeah.
That's a great way to.
Wait, who's the guy who gave back my dog shirt?
Addison Barger. Yeah. I blame Barger.
Karma.
Barger, even though Barger was like the best hitter on the team.
Am I allowed to say that? Am I allowed to say bitch?
But yes, all the Dodgers players took my dog shirts, and
and that guy didn't.
Bo Bichette did take his, though, I think.
Bo Bichette did?
Yeah.
Well,
because he knows
if you disrespect Poppy, you get what you get. You deserve it.
Yep. True.
But I have to say, Vladdy is Poppy's dog. I felt bad. I did feel bad for Vladdy tonight. I
felt awful for Vladdy because again he came through again.
Yeah.
11th, but seemed
great series though. It doesn't matter. Like great series.
Awesome baseball.
He's getting $500 million. Just stand at first base.
Yeah, he doesnn't care. Like he's like what?
No, he doesn't. He cares.
He cares. But I don't feel bad for him.
No,
I feel terrible.
I feel a little.
I'll tell you who I felt bad for.
Smoking a cigar right now. That's cool.
The Toronto fans.
The Fox broadcast is showing Emmett Sheehan smoking a cigar.
Oh, Emmett Sheehan. I thought you said I didn't know what.
Oh, you're still watching it? But I felt bad for those Toronto fans. Like that.
Yeah, if I was a Blue Jays fan at that game, I don't know what
we've all of us in this podcast have been there. Like that's
there. We haven't been there.
Oh, we've been there.
What, game 7? No,
not game 7.
We haven't been where the Blue Jays were, where they were 2 outs away from winning the World Series.
You're
and
right.
Miguel Rojas is the fucking reason. Not only 2 outs away from winning the World Series, but had bases loaded and 1 out with a chance, just need to run to win the World Series.
Yeah.
Had first and third and 1 out, down by 1 in the 11th, and didn't come through with any of this.
Maybe we haven't been there. We've been similar places.
I don't want to think about what it would be like. No.
I think I would have been frozen in my I would still be there if I was a Blue Jay. I would have been frozen in.
Hold on.
Did I make my prediction? Oh, go ahead, Kim.
Is holding World Series tickets in your hand and watching Carlos Beltran strike out looking comparable to that or no?
Yes, no, absolutely. Game 6, 2007, or Game 7, 2006 was one of the worst. Yeah, no.
Okay. Like literally, I stood still for 10 minutes and didn't move and just was in disbelief. So I feel like that was.
Oh yeah, Kim's close.
That was a similar thing. Like, I'm not kidding you. I physically had World Series tickets.
Anniversary 86. Yeah, I see it.
I physically had World Series tickets in my hand watching that. Like, not kidding. Like, that's a true story. Like, so I mean, and I had to tell how old were you then?
7.
I had to tell my 7-year-old that we're not going the next morning when he woke up, that we're not going to the World Series because my team lost.
Yep.
And watched you cry. Yeah, I felt that, but maybe it wasn't as bad as tonight, but it was close.
It's just a circumstance. No, the feeling is yes. Your feelings are valid.
Yeah. I'm not saying, but that was, I think,
we support you. We stand.
Probably the most gut wrenching loss I've seen.
Yeah, that was rough.
Maybe in baseball.
Yeah.
Did I make my prediction for 2026 yet on here? I honestly can't remember. I said it to Jake.
Oh, by the way, can I get the props for being the closest to the? I didn't get the exact, but I said Dodgers in 6. You said Dodgers in 4. I was much closer.
I said Blue Jays in 7.
Yeah.
Oh no, we just lost the video. What was I gonna say? No. Oh, so my prediction. If it so happens that the Mets and the Blue Jays are back in the World Series next year, make it to 7 games, and they're playing the Mets will, without a shadow of a doubt, lose that game. That game 7. I'm making that prediction right here today, right now.
What is wrong with you? Honestly, what are you doing?
Had a vision shortly after the game ended. I saw it where it's like, oh yeah, it's fucking 2015 Royals all over.
I was gonna say just the Royals again.
Yeah.
Yeah. They actually were very much like the Royals.
I watched the game and I'm like, it'd be gut wrenching. But can you imagine? Then I'm thinking about the Mets losing any Game 7 of the World Series, and I'm thinking about the Blue Jays losing Game 7 of the World Series. There's no guarantee they're going to be back. Kevin Goswell, their pitching is very old.
The Blue Jays aren't going to be back.
But
what are you talking about?
No, I mean next year they could be.
I'm certain about that.
I mean, I wouldn't be shocked.
I do kind of agree. I don't think they're going to be back, which
no, they're not going to be back.
All the more painful.
Yeah.
But
so it's like that's I wouldn't. I'd turn into the joke. I would literally. I put on Joker makeup if the Mets. I mean, if the Mets really lost.
Because I think realistically, the Blue Jays might go into next season as the 3rd best team in their division. So,
yeah,
not as the 5th best team. We don't know. I mean, the AL is it's possible. It's possible.
Yeah.
I mean, I know the Rays. Whatever. Are the Rays really going to get that much better in the offseason? No. They have some nice players, though. You never know. Who are some of the pitchers now? Who do the Rays have in terms of pitching these days? Raul was good at the end of the year.
Okay, we'll discuss this next podcast, but every year the Rays are good, and it's annoying.
I mean, they weren't very good this year.
They weren't very good this year, but I feel like every year
the Red Sox kind of broke them at the end of the first half.
Every year they're good, and I can't name one player.
4-game sweep that stayed on Homer. That kind of broke them because they were ahead of the Red Sox at that point. They were like the first wild card or second.
Right, but don't you feel like that every year they're good, and I can't name one player on their team.
That's like the Brewers now.
No, the Brewers too. Like I was just gonna say that's in the National League it's the Brewers, in the American League it's the Rays. Yeah. Like and the Brewers I can't name one player on their team either, except for I don't know if I can. Oh, is Yelich still on the Brewers?
We name players on the Brewers.
Is Yelich still on the Brewers?
Yes.
Okay, so I can name one player.
Durbin? No.
What?
Caleb Durbin?
I don't know what that is.
Oh. All right. Sorry.
Aaron Ashby.
Who?
Aaron Ashby.
No, this isn't helping me. I know Yelich. That's it.
You know Jackson Churio.
Oh yeah, I know Jackson Churio.
Sal Frelick.
Oh yeah, I know Sal Frelick. Who's the cute one?
Like the one that looks like the pit in your pants? Sal Frelick.
No, Dansby. Is he? He's on the Cubs.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, Queens, another season in the book. Another season in.
How about some waffles? No, wait. How's it go?
Okay,
Who wants waffles?
Okay, who wants waffles?
Another season in the books. The Dodgers reign once again, but better days are on the horizon. They have to be.
Okay. I'm okay with it.
The Dodgers aren't going to win every World Series
They
ever
might.
again. I mean, yeah, who knows? Maybe this country will fall apart before the next World Series. Maybe the Mets will never win one.
No,
But
you know what we say?
I'm going to as if there is going to be one.
I'm saying make the Mets great again.
We don't like to get political. No, this. Well, we officially on Hobby Tracker we endorse both Curtis Sliwa and Zoran Mamdani for mayor.
Oh, here we go.
Well, no, I'm just saying that's the Republican candidate and the Democratic candidate. I think that's true here as well. We endorse both the Democrat and the Republican, just not Andrew. I think this is an anti-Andrew Cuomo podcast.
Yes.
I think we can agree on that.
Yeah. We all agree on that.
Yeah.
See, we all agree on something.
All right.
On that note.
Yeah, no, better days ahead.
That's Tuesday already.
Yes. Yeah, and I had to get out there. I've already voted.
Vote, everybody.
I got to vote 15 more times.
Yes,
vote early.
Vote.
Wait,
Yep.
Sean, what?
What? Oh no.
Are you just saying like voting fraud right on me?
Well, no. I have multiple. I got to be close to bipolar or schizophrenic. I vote for each of my multiple personalities.
Oh my god. All right.
Sports talk, hobby tracker. Everyone gets a vote.
Gotcha.
No. I'm looking forward to the off season. I'm looking forward to next season.
Well,
I wish we could have played 2 tonight.
What? What does that mean?
I wish they would have played 2 baseball games tonight. I enjoyed.
Oh, I know. It was fun. It was fun that we were like so excited about good baseball that we wanted it to go into extra innings because we're like we don't want baseball to end.
Yeah.
You know.
Sure. This Kim. Any closing thoughts, Kim? Any predictions?
What do you mean, like about next season?
Just about anything. I don't know who's gonna win the mayoral election.
Oh, Zohan's gonna win.
Yes, he said Zohan. Who's gonna win the
What's his actual name? Is that his actual name?
Zoran.
Zoran is gonna win.
Who's gonna win the race to Dubai?
What?
Who's gonna win Dubai? Who's gonna win the race to Dubai, David?
What's race to Dubai?
I don't know, probably Rory or something.
No, not Rory.
I'll say Bob. I'll say Bob in his second ball.
Bob McIntyre?
Bob's gonna be up to some tricks, I think.
All right.
In Dubai.
Who's gonna win the Big East?
The
Johnny. Yay! See, we all agree on something.
How many trick-or-treaters did we get yesterday?
0.
I got 0.
We got 0?
0.
Why would we get any, Sean? We live in a neighborhood full of old people.
Okay.
Yeah, that's true. But there are some kids in our neighborhood, but none of them came trick-or-treating. And I had full-size candy.
Full size? Do you still have some?
I still have a ton of it.
Wait, you're coming home next week? I guess I could stop recording the podcast.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening.
Thank you.